Hi, I'm Lori from Chinese Chinese Cresteds, and this is Amity. This will be part one of grooming a hairy hairless Chinese Crested. We have a lot of people that get hairy hairless Cresteds. That's why we get all this nice, pretty hair coming down. But you do have to groom them. And you gotta get the big guns out. Anyway, I usually start with the face because that's the part they don't like the most. And basically...
Now, what kind of blade are you using?
This is a 40 blade. So it's the next step from a surgical, which would be a 50. This is for a nice close shave. And those that aren't comfortable with this close of a shave blade could start with something else, but I like a 40 blade. And so I just go right behind the ear, right to the eye, edge of the eye. Then while we're here...
Now I notice you're shaving against the grain of the hair. Why do you do that?
Just gets it closer. Sometimes I'll go with it and then against it. And then we see we got hair on the legs. It's not thick, but it's enough that we want to take it off and keep those pretty clean feet. She's a pretty good girl. Sometimes they get a little crazy and you got to take it in stages. Amity's a pretty good girl when it comes to grooming. Let me see the other side, baby. This just takes it down. Let's see, if the hair goes in the other way, I'll go the other way. If it goes up, I'll go back the other way. And I usually take this to just around the elbow. Good girl. I'll go back and check and make
Now, what's the difference in the clippers you're using and the smaller ones you started with?
Her hair on her face, actually, these are just a heavier duty corded one. This is a little cordless. The softer hair here, it'd probably be fine.
Okay, so the thicker hair needs a stronger clipper.
And the whiskers, you know, they're a little bit thicker. The small one they like better. Of course, it's much quieter.
Now, what brand of clipper is that you're using?
This is an Andis. No, this is a Wall. That's the Andis. This is a Wall Broad Mini. Bravuro Mini, I believe it is. So this one will take care of most stuff. And if you only have one dog,
and that was nice because it's cordless and you don't have to worry about the
Yeah.
cord getting in your way.
That's true. If you want power, you gotta have a cord. But see, this hair is so soft and downy. You know, it's usually very thin. Some of them have a lot more. But she's about a moderate hairy hairless, I would say. Now you'll notice I like to let her little mohawk grow. It grows real thick down her back, and I just like that. But on any other ones, you can shave it all the way up into like a V.
Now, what's the hardest part of doing the shaving? Are the legs harder than the back, or?
Just places you can't see good. And also the other tip I would like to do, and I didn't learn this for a long time, if you can stretch the hair in these little corners.
You stretch the skin? Stretch the
skin, in the little corners so it doesn't bite. You know, if it's bent, it might bite. I'll just go to the other side. You know, she's like I said, she's good. She doesn't like it, but she knows I'm going to make her do it anyway. So she's pretty good about it. When they're good...
So the dogs usually don't have a choice.
No, not with me anyway. Some people they might, but not with me. And again, I'm stretching the skin at these little places where the skin is gonna fold a little so you don't bite them with the clippers, because they will kind of pinch. This one's not very strong. And then I'm just going down my little line that I've made. This can be anything. It can be all taken off. It doesn't matter. She's just a good subject.
Now that clipper you're using, what's that called, a Brava Mini?
Yeah.
And you got that on Amazon, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Now see here, I'm going to go back against the grain because it'll get a little bit closer, because then The second video we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to get that really smooth, soft skin. This one is just the prep part. And then I usually will stand them up, get the little chest. Anywhere, some of them don't have any here. It doesn't, you know, wherever you see it that needs to come off. And sometimes you can see it better. The light will hit some maybe you missed. Get the chest. She's getting tired. We're almost done, honey. And honestly, it's a good thing sometimes to do this part and then give them a treat, give them a break. Tell them how pretty they look. I can see some I missed here. Okay, honey, just a little bit. Almost done. Tell my good girl. And then a little tip, brush this out to get any loose hairs from being all over your house. Just real quick, just kind of brush this down and make sure you got loose hairs out. And look what a pretty girl. And we'll come back with the next one later on. Thanks, guys.